Before we actually begin, I just want to clarify that all footage within this video is from the PTB and is subject to change when the final update is released at the start of June. To select a spell, hold ability button 1 to open the spell selection. The Lich has 4 different spells. Mage's Hand creates a magical hand that lifts downed pallets and blocks upright pallets for 4 seconds. Flight of the Damned conjures 5 flying entities that pass through obstacles and injure survivors. Dispelling Sphere, casting a moving invisible sphere that reveals survivors and temporarily disables magic items. And Fly, briefly move faster, ignoring vaults and pallets. That might be quite strong. With special item, magic items, treasure chest found, treasure chests found around the map can contain magic items for survivors to equip. These include boots/gauntlets of the interloper. When Mage Hand is used, reveal the aura of affected pallets and applies haste for 3 seconds. The Night Watch reveals aura of Flight of the Damned. That's the flying entities. Reveals the flying entities. The Archivist, I believe it said, makes Dispelling Sphere aura visible. So casting the music temporarily disables magic items. And the Sky Guard reveals the aura, or the Lich's aura during fly and for a few seconds after. Special items, Hand and Eye of Vecna. Rarely, treasure chests contain the Hand or Eye of Vecna. When picked up and used by a survivor at full health, they cost them a health state, revealing their location with Killer Instinct for 3 seconds, and grants them the ability. Hand of Vecna grants a fast locker entry, teleports the survivor to a further locker, and Eye of Vecna, the fast locker exit, hides the survivor's aura and grants haste for 12 seconds. Not sure I like that. We don't yet have any of his items, his perks. When everything is going right, you are an inescapable inevitability. Increase the duration you are blinded by any means, and the duration of pallet stands by 25%, increases regular vault speed by 16%. That has got to be the worst perk ever. Surely. Because he can already just use Fly, which briefly ignores vaults and pallets. What is the point in having increased vault speed if you can just ignore them anyway? Correct me if I'm wrong when this goes up as a video, but that has got to be the worst perk behavior you have ever given a killer. Then we have Languid Touch. Your dreadful aura is so suffocating that even terrifying scenes tire your prey. When a survivor within 36 meters of you scares a crow, they gain the exhaust status effect for 6 seconds. This perk has a 20-second cooldown. I also feel like that's quite a bad perk too. Like, yeah, the guy has the abilities which might be a little overpowered. We don't know yet because we haven't actually seen gameplay for him yet, or his Mori, which we will have a look at in a moment, if we can. But that's 2 bad perks in a row, I feel. Because, yes, you've got this perk that when someone scares a crow within 36 meters of you, they get exhaust for 6 seconds, which I guess, if you're in chase and they scare a crow, that could cancel out. That could cancel out. That could cancel out. What's it called? Adrenaline. I think it could. Yeah. Cancel out any exhaustion perk because you're already exhausted, so you can't use it. So life becomes unusable when in chase against you. Adrenaline. Dead hard. That's 3 perks that are used quite often. Maybe this perk's not as bad as I think. Maybe it's not as bad. And then we have Weave Attunement. When an item becomes depleted for the first time, it is dropped. You see the auras of dropped items. Survivors within 8 meters of dropped items have their aura revealed to you. When a survivor picks up a survivor item, they suffer the oblivious status effect for 20 seconds. So it's an aura reading perk. How does Franklin's work? Because I feel like that would be quite good to pair with it. Basic attack makes survivors drop their item on impact. While on the floor, it takes up to 150 seconds for the item to lose all its charges. If it is not picked up, if it's not picked up, reveal items on the ground within 32 meters with a white aura. The aura will slowly fade to red until the item is empty. Okay, I feel like that would be a good perk to put with Weave Attunement, because if any survivor goes back for that item, they then have their aura revealed by going within 8 meters of that item, knowing, or you then see that and you can then head straight to their location. So to better explain it, you see the aura of the survivor near their item, basically telling you they're there, and if you put it with Franklin's, they drop that item, but at the same time, they also have it depleting. So they will go back for their item, hopefully, and then you'll pretty much be on them in seconds because you'll know about them being there. And as soon as they pick up their item, they're oblivious. That's not a bad perk, but this Dark Arrogance feels like the worst perk ever created. I do want everyone to put their thoughts down below when this goes up as an edited part to a video later. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look at this Mori.
Join me in death.
Oh damn! That might be a little bit worrying.
I will.
Like, let's have a look at it one more time.
You will make her love.
I thought he was going to do something with a dagger. But the skeletons come out of the ground and they literally just tear her skin off. And because I watched it a second ago, it's still there. Like, damn. A bit gruesome, But you are getting a D&D character here. So that is understandable. Now we're going to spend some blood points just to get him to like level 15. So let's have a look at some of these items. So we've got Trickster's Gloves. A glove once belonging to an arcane trickster whose mastery of Mage Hand clings to its fibers. Increase the time Mage Hand holds a pallet up by 1 second. Okay. Tattered Headband. An enchanted accessory once owned by a powerful summoner. It still carries a whisper of its former magic. Increases the distance of flight on the dam's spectral entities by 4 meters. Okay. A material of Raven's Feathers, a material component most typically used for the flight spell. Increase the duration of the flight spell by 1 second. Okay. Crystal Ball, used by spellcasters for centuries to scry upon friend and foe alike. When a survivor is revealed by its dispelling sphere, the killer instinct effect lasts for an additional 1.5 seconds. Okay. Ring of Telekinesis. It's an arcane energy crackles to life when its user manipulates objects from afar. Decreases the time it takes Mage Hand to lift a pallet by 50 seconds. Okay. Ring of Spell Storing. A magical ring that rewards those who are well prepared. Increases the cooldown of all spells by 5 seconds. We're going to take that in for us. Curious concoction that degrades the rules of physics to mere suggestions. Decreases the period where you cannot attack after casting Fly by 0.5 seconds. So, I don't think it did tell us. Does it tell us? It doesn't actually specify that after the Fly spell that you can't attack. It doesn't specify that. That's a little bit annoying. But we do have the Potion of Speed to tell us that we actually can't. We have Glass Eye. Material component used to cast spells of detection. Increase the size of the spelling sphere by 2 meters. And its movement speed by 10%. Okay. Staff of Withering. Its necrotic power brings its targets closer to death. The spelling sphere causes the exhaust status effect for 20 seconds to survivors who enter its radius. Okay. Pearl of Power. The shimmering face energizes mages who hold it and allowing them to cast more spells. Reduce the remaining cooldown for your spells by 5 seconds each time you land a basic attack. That's going to be good. Ornate Horn. Once used to rally troops to battle, its very presence brings great armies to bear. Increases the number of entities created by Flight of the Damned by 1. Cloak of Elvenkind. Its colors are consistently shifting, making you more difficult to detect from afar. Reduces terror radius by 8% while the Fly spell is active. Ah, sneaky. Boots of Speed. A simple click of their heels grants their wearer incredible pace. Casting Mage Hand grants you 5% haste for 2 seconds. Okay. I'm gonna put Blaze Sphere on. Just some basic perks. Okay. So I'm gonna pause music a moment. Anyone that way? No. So this one's flying. As the dagger is him. Ooh. Spelling sphere. Ah. So that's how that works. You put it in an area. That's how that works. So I could... And then the spells go on cooldown. We then have that one. What's this meant to do? Hey, Ghosty. Welcome in. How are you? I'm good. What do you think of the new chapter? This is our first look at it. But I'm confused on what Mage Hand does again. I can't remember what it does. Oh yes, now I remember. Come with me, friend. Come with me. I need your help, friend. There's a pallet. Ah, that's what that does. It looks so good. I'm so excited for it to come out. Yee. So that's what that does. The spell sphere. I cast it here. You can actually cast it under the map. DBD, why is this a thing? What? What the hell was that? Oh, I've also just spotted at the side. So, Evie, 4480. Don't know where she is, but she has the boots. And Swaggered Gaming, they have got the gloves. This is going to be quite a fun chapter. Flight of the Damned. How does Flight of the Damned work? If I send that flying there, they ducked out the way of it. Now, can I... Wait a second. You play Vecna and... Wait, how does it... So this works. That's cool. That is so cool. No. Do not mistake my niceness for... No. Just wait for Flight of the Damned. No! These damn survivors. So it flies at them, injuring them. Ah. That's quite cool. And then if I cast... So if I cast that there, it reveals that aura and puts me... That's cool. And it moves. It'll move in that direction, so I could be over here. That aura is now revealed for a little bit while it's going by. That's quite cool. That's fly. That's that. They drop that, so I can then pick it back up again. Wait a second. Did I get points for picking it back up? Hello. You're giving me Cicero vibes from Skyrim. From your pointy nose. What are we looking at? What are we actually looking at? Me? We're looking at me. Why are we looking at me? Wait, I want to test something. So, We're going to cast that all the way over there. They run into it. And as long as they're in it, I get points for it. And it grabbed the other person. Oh, that's cool. And now, if I go with that there, it didn't get them, but now we fly. We fly straight to them. That's quite cool. They're loot playing again. Ooh, Evie. So Evie is Evie. She has the Eye of Vecna, and you can tell that by one. It's next to her player ID thing in the game, and also her eye glows. And she has the boots. Her boots are glowing. That's cool. I love that. Now, I want to see what happens if we do it a second time to them. But because they're... Can I use this? No, you can't use it to block a gem. It's quite sad. So that marked them. But we're going to do something quite fun. And fly. You don't keep the height though, from being up there, okay. Oh, there they are. Wait, don't. There's one survivor. But they did half the work. It's literally a change of the... I'm not a fan of when DBD do that sort of thing. So we need Astri Yaza. And we have Bardic Inspiration. Press the ability button while standing and motionless to enter the performance interaction that lasts up to 15 seconds and empowers survivors within 16 meters. Roll a d20 and... roll a d20. The effect lasts for 60 seconds. If the performance is completed, 1. You scream, but nothing happens. 2 to 10, skill checks give +1 progression. Why are you rolling dice? Because it's Dungeons and Dragons. Or, in other words, Baldur's Gate is another way to put it. 11 to 19, skill checks give 2%, and 20, they give 3%. Is that it? Okay. Mirrored Illusion. This is the perk we just saw them use in that last match. Press the ability button 2 next to a generator totem chest or exegate to spawn a static illusion that lasts for 100 seconds. Ooh. Oh, this perk activates after completing a total of 50% worth of gen repairs. Okay, we are going to put that on because I do want to use that. Still sight. After standing still for 6 seconds, this perk activates. Until you start moving, you see the aura of the killer as well as all generators and chests within 18 meters. I'm not sure this is a perk people are going to be using. It feels like a stealth perk if you're using it to just view the aura of the killer. But if I'm understanding it right, the killer has to be within 18 meters. You're better off using the perk Alert, which basically means every time the killer does a break action, their aura is revealed. But we are going to go in and use Mirrored Illusion, and also view this all from the survivor's point of view. The thing that annoys me though, we don't get a character, is that a synopsis or whatever it's called, where it tells you about the killer, gives you a bit of a backstory for them in the PTB. I don't get why it's not in the PTB. Oh, it's like a full-on prison. No. Oh! That's the thing they were showing in the trailer. It's quite cool. I'm loving this map so far. Just gonna play my little tune. I wanted them back across to Killer a second. Because Chucky's got some changes. Because they have changed him a little bit. He can no longer go into hidey-ho mode and instantly scamper. He has to be in slice and dice in order to scamper, which just doesn't seem fair. Chucky was very balanced before this change, and changing it so that he has to be in slice and dice, so he has to be charging at people before he can scamper under a pallet, is very unfair. Yeah, poor Chucky, he's going from balanced to having a strong nerf on him. Like, he was quite a fair killer before this, and now he's very much nerfed to the point where scampering's not even going to help you, really. Because you have to be able to control slice and dice first. He's gone from what probably was a reasonable killer to use to now going to be a bit more harder to use. Which just seems unfair. What other changes are they making? There's the post gone. They're making changes to the cannibal as well. Blight's getting some more changes. It's starting to feel like every PTB there's getting Blight changes. Wesker's getting changes. Deathslinger's getting changes. And toolboxes increase sabotage speeds higher. Any other changes? Perks are getting changed. There's changes to Pop Goes the Weasel. So what's changed? After hooking a survivor, the generator you damage. After hooking a survivor, the next generator you damage instantly loses 20%. Normal generator regression applies after the damage generator action. Okay. Not really seeing anything changed there, to be honest. Deadlock has a change. A slight subtle change. After a generator is repaired, the entity blocks the generator with the most. For 25 seconds, you see its aura. I think that's an increase. Is that a decrease? Not sure on that one. Aha! We need to go back to Survivor. So we have some survivor perk changes. We've got invocation. Invocation is getting changed. Oh yeah, the time on it's getting changed. Reduce the maximum required generated charges of all remaining generators. By that, complete invocation disables that perk for all survivors. Yep. So that's literally just getting halved the time. The one I want to have a look at most is background player. So how's this going to work? When the killer picks up the survivor, background player is increased by activated for 10 seconds. When you start running, you break into a sprint of 150% of your normal running speed for 5 seconds. So it's literally just a change in the time. And then we have buckle up, get some changes. Unlocks potential in one's aura reading ability or healing a survivor in dying state. You both can see the killer's aura when completing healing or completely healing. I can hydrate in a second. When completely healing a survivor from the dying state to injured, the healed survivor can break into a sprint at 150% of their max of their normal running movement speed for am I the only one reading this correct? Of their normal running movement speed for 150 seconds. 150 seconds. This looks questionable to me. And people say the game is killer-sided. Just thought I'd point that one out. Ooh, Decisive Strikes getting more changes. And that's about it. So yeah, they get 150 seconds of 150% running speed. They break into a sprint of 150 seconds. Yeah, very long time darkness. Something is very questionable here. I just want to pop that in a friend's Discord a second. It's nice and cool in here.
If it's dry in the morning, when you first wake up, go downstairs, put the clothes air out.
Okay.
Then you wash it to dry.
But anyway, I do think this is where I'm going to end for the night, because we've taken a look at everything on the PTB. I wanted to actually have a look at.